Hello there, everyone! Xantaki with Slickster Gaming, and welcome back to more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We've got the Chapter 4 class trial today. They are dropping like flies. We started with 16, or 15, rather. And now there's 6, and by the end of today we'll have only 5 people left in the game. Not counting Monokuma, of course, and whoever this mystery 16th person is that we still don't know anything about them, and we've got to be almost at the end of the game, right? I mean, come on now. What the hell's going on here, Curb?
Maybe things are happening.
Maybe things happen. Okay.
Maybe.
Sure. I really thought that they were going to come out in the last chapter and they were going to have something to do with the mystery robot person, but that did not end up happening.
True. The actual Robo Justice didn't suddenly come back.
Yeah. So it really felt like our investigation got cut short last time around. It was only an hour, which is, I think the only other one that was even comparable to that was Sayaka. Everything else was like hour and a half, 2 hours, which is insanity. It would not surprise me if there were some clues that got left out. Hopefully not, because that would be bad for me. But what went on? How are we going to explain this case? It feels like most of the mystery is going to revolve around the locked room, and then once we figured out how the room was actually locked and how somebody did that, we'll just instantly be like, oh, that means it had to be you. Because right now it really could be, in theory here, anyone. Nobody is technically clear, except for, we would assume, Hina and Kyoko. But I have new thoughts.
You have new thoughts?
I have new thoughts, as you would expect. So first of all, I am no longer suspicious of Toko. I am going hard in on Toko's name being written in blood is a false clue. They gave us, they already tried to pull this with Leon once, and it turned out to be a real clue, so a second time around, nah, I'm pulling that as the killer remembered, and they are trying to plant a fake clue to get Toko be declared the killer so they can escape. So I am clearing Toko.
Gotcha.
So now the question becomes not only who would kill Sakura and who would be able to, but who would frame Toko? Well, really any of them could feasibly frame Toko. I can make an argument for any of them in this case. But I'm also going to clear Hiro.
Okay.
Hiro obviously lied about meeting Sakura. So obviously. But my bet here, and we'll explain that to give the chance to check this, because Kyoko's like, oh hey look, here are your clues, but I want to look at the candy wrapper. Because I think the candy wrappers are what was used to send the message. That's what she wrote on. Hiro had his. So there's still one in front of her that nobody, I guess, flipped over to see the note. I'm assuming that's what the note was on. Which means it had to be Byakuya or Toko. But I'm clearing Toko, so that means it has to be Byakuya, right? That's what's making sense here. But part of me is wondering, what if this is darker than I thought? What if somebody is not as nice as we thought they were? What if there's the ultimate long con going on here? What if Hina kills Sakura? Sakura would never see that coming. Hina knows about the protein drink, the ultra super special one. She also knew that the other people Sakura was wanting to meet with them. I have to put her in the suspects list alongside Byakuya as my 2 suspects for this trial. Didn't think that was going to happen, but I had this thought last night, late at night when I was trying to go to sleep. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, Hina, did you? But we're about to find that out.
That could explain how she was trying to limit the crime scene so much.
Uh-huh. And she knew Byakuya was one of the ones that liked to investigate. There's no way she'd be able to conceivably get Kyoko to leave. That's just not going to happen. But Byakuya, she can put up a good front for. It would be weird that she would kill her friend, her closest friend, but her friend just betrayed her. Feelings are complicated.
True.
Let's check in with everyone and see how they're feeling.
Don't look at me!
I said it before, and I'll say it again. It wasn't me! Cool.
Cool.
Hey,
Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going.
Fair enough.
The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that.
what the heck?
Because I didn't do it! How many times do I have to tell you?
Kyoko, it's cool. I believe you.
What the heck?
How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat?
Are you talking to me or to Toko? You're not making this very clear.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's just get on the elevator. Get ready for that spin and see just how the courtroom looks this time around.
Spin.
Oh right, he's talking. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was the same dialogue from before, and I was just skipping over it. I forgot this was new shit.
It's a little different every time, yeah.
Hey, where's the transcript? There we go. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors closed, and felt to begin its sinister descent, and I began to wonder just how we fit 15 people on this thing before. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. Fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then,
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
Woohoo.
Oh, goody. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yes, please, dear God, let's save. We've rotated up to the top of the save files.
We did? Oh my gosh!
We're here! So, prologue, we're gonna start saying goodbye to you. Game. I don't know what is what. I'm assuming that is... Yes. Yep. Good.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
Game.
It's a little glitchy.
Yes, get rid of the bullet ones.
Well, hang on. Before we do that... Okay. Robot Jock costs 3, Lost in Thought costs 3. Okay. Okay, that one's cool and composed is fine. And therefore you have 3 slots. That one can
fine.
Go. No, that one...
Because here's the deal. The issue with it is that because you're on gentle, you don't have to reload bullets. So anything specifically about bullets in the bullet time battle matters.
That's right. This is dealing with that. I was seeing like the white noise thing that was supposed to happen that I'm not getting. Okay.
Right now, this one, yes, because you're on vocabulary. You're on infinite.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter about increased bullet capacity. What's more than infinite?
And I don't need that.
Yes, because you don't have to reload when you're infinite. So there you go.
Okay, so let's get the other 2 then.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's a real shame that there's so many abilities that I'm missing out on.
It's true.
Alright, well.
That's it.
That's that. Let's get in there.
Yay, no having to talk as much.
let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
We know.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
You said this last time. You were wrong then.
Whoa, deja vu.
Yeah.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Two things. First of all, you keep saying we know who did it. You can't say that if you're just going to say it's one of 3 people. Then you don't know. Second of all, I'm sorry. Did you do any investigating? No? Shut the fuck up. You were acting like Celeste last time around, which is making me even more suspicious.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Alright, Hina, give me what you got. Oh, geez, what was in your account? Great.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
You need new
Is that
material.
it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those 3 specifically. I'm sure she's mentioned it before. Oh, she has.
It was one of you.
Let's
one of you
do
killed.
some
And what
skippies.
reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing.
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean that one of them did it? Pocket trash? Wait,
Yeah.
what is pocket trash? Hold up, Gabe.
The fact-
Wait. What is pocket trash? Oh, okay. Wow, it canceled her
There's
voice
no way
line.
that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
I like the altar on here at the same
Come
time.
on.
That's nice.
There's no way none of you went.
It's a cool idea, right?
At
Yeah.
least one of you is lying.
I wish there was a little bit more crossover because it'd make my shooting easier. There's a clear contradiction in something one of them said just now. If they didn't go see Sakura, then how can they explain it?
The
Yeah,
fact
Hiro.
that Sakura wanted to meet,
How
but
can
there's
you
no
explain
way that one
knowing
of you
that
is
she
ab-
spoke
don't
with the other
deny
2 as
that
well,
I
or
never
one or
went.
2?
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
But she only just got him today.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is when she got it.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
No, just you're lying.
Why the sudden hostility?
That's a fair question.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Oh, really?
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
How do you know about that? What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Yeah, and it happened to put the magazine back in the rack neatly, well, upside down, and sit in a chair? Bullshit.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Uh-huh.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
Oh, Hiro.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
See, this is making it look like it was Hiro and he just majorly fucked up 5 minutes in. But it's also 5 minutes in.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense?
No, it doesn't.
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Go for
When
it.
Ogre's body was discovered.
Bullshit.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you it was only after the
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No, it doesn't.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
Nice.
So I'm
When
not
Sakura's
buying...
body
oh,
was
hang on.
found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
Obviously, Hiro is lying here, and he knows the dying message. I'm not yet buying that he killed her, because this is like the first thing we're finding on the case. I was like, nah, that's... They're not going to do a 20-minute or less case. Come on now.
You
So
never know.
what else? I mean, fair, but that would be incredibly disappointing for this late in the game.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene. so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Gah!
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
What in the fuck? Vienna...
Instead of dying message. Because he called it shining message earlier, too.
Hiro, you are dropping down character rankings pretty hard.
Wasn't he always already at the bottom for you?
I mean, he was near the bottom. Like, he was in the bottom third, probably. He's probably lower now. Granted, I have not done a ranking, and Ifumi's at the bottom. But, he's not gonna be high on the list, I can tell you that much.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Thank you.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
No. Without a doubt? No. I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Way too convenient.
Why not there?
Doing this.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
No, you're not.
The occult is bullcrap.
Why is that? What? Hiro, what the fuck, man?
I'm at least 30% right.
Well,
The
this has
occult
gotten a
is
lot easier now.
bullcrap. Show me the proof.
Oh god. Stop it!
The end is nigh.
What?
Show me the proof.
Oh no.
I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
How about no?
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
No, yeah, there's that detail too.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That
No,
would
he's looking
explain
for
how
sus.
he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You fucking dumbass.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
Why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Oh! What? You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened.
Okay.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple others to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
And he thought she meant killing him.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Toko, you do realize what happens here, right?
What?
She's like, "Oh, I hope you die." It's like, Toko, if he's saying he killed her and we vote for him and he killed her, he dies. You don't have to hope.
That's a good point.
Also, everybody dies.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to life.
Everyone dies. Oh!
It's true!
Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense. Hiding the magazine. Or why didn't he use it? Honestly, that one makes sense. Both of these don't make sense. Really. I'm gonna go with the magazine being hidden.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Unless he's an accomplice, covering.
Then,
Interesting.
he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written. There's only one choice.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
What?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro
not
just
convinced.
admitted it!
That's right.
Won't do it.
I killed her.
I think Hiro thinks he killed her. I don't know if he actually did.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Considering, you know, Kyoko found out he was hit twice. Well,
So, what do you want me to do?
just talk.
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached into the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Alright, so we have the examination summary, status of the body, and the yellow powder.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me. Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure. This doesn't end there. There's something that proves that the wounds on her head.
I didn't want to.
But I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from, and you only hit her.
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. She's either a detective or a coroner. I don't know which, but she's one of them. I lean detective hard.
But I
still.
only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Because someone else hit her again, dum-dum.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
Seems that way.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Supposedly.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
I mean, I'll believe it, but I did not picture the number of bottles when we first found the rec room, so... Sure. I mean, it makes sense.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be, well, it's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. We call that a chess piece. Oh, I get to play Hangman and guess the word chess piece. Okay. Where's an E? Come on. Come on. Give me the S. Thank you. Jesus. A fucking E. Get out of the way.
You guessed chess piece.
Now I understand. That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
You.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
And then we found
And
it out
on
on
the
the floor.
ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
I mean, fair point.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
And here's where it gets destroyed.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing was broke. Excited?
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh my god, no.
I got it!
No more pants.
The
people.
bottle must
Not
have
this
been
time.
broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
Hina, weren't you in the room?
That's a good point.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, but the evidence that proves that is, well, Kyoko and I figured it out before. Oh, wait, there it is.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces.
Oopsie.
Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
I mean, they could have cleaned up the first bottle and then struck the second bottle and left that one on the ground. That would have been the smart thing.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by...
What?
Oh my god.
It's
Alright.
really throwing the stupid ones
Alright.
in now.
Makoto, how do you defend this? Toko and Ogre were having fun bowling, using the Monokuma bottles as pins. But Toko threw her ball a little too hard and...
Well, Makoto, thank you very much for wasting all our time.
Oh. Sorry.
Shoot!
Kyoko, that was perfect. Okay.
Alright. So sometimes, like, alright, where is this one gonna go? It's like, I wanna know.
I
Pants
got it!
people did not disappoint.
The bottle that was
It
removed
really
from the
didn't.
scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Ah!
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I want to make note of something here. Byakuya is being extremely quiet. In all the other cases, he has been one of the louder voices trying to drive discussion. And taking shots at Makoto's intelligence, which, to be fair.
Yes.
But he's not saying much at all this time around. He only really piped up to call Hiro an idiot. Or was it Aoi?
And to
No, Hina.
comment on
He called
Kyoko.
Hina an idiot.
And he commented on Kyoko's hobby.
Right. He's
Got
not
it,
doing
you're right.
anything to actually try and solve this. Which is most out of character.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Speak of the devil.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Locker.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. What?
A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more?
I mean, it's probably gonna be something that Juntomo turns off, but sure.
Not this time, I'm pretty sure. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought.
Yeah.
But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little more extra attention to your finishing blow.
Why though?
Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the Q key or use the mouse wheel.
Or nor use the mouse wheel. Translation. Game?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice me. God
Oh, I did.
Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you!
There's another 4 chapters? What the fuck? There's not enough people for this.
This is misspeaking just a tad, just so you know.
What the hell?
Well then, good luck, and have fun.
There's only 6 people alive. How are there gonna be 4 more chapters?
It starts the next killing game after everyone else is dead.
Oh god. Another one of these!
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you.
That's fair.
I curse you.
Hey.
No! I don't know anything! It's a lie! I hate you! Shut up!
I didn't say anything.
I curse you! No!
There we go.
No! That's enough!
Mouse wheel or Q?
It was disappearing, or like it was going away before I could actually look at them all.
Oh.
It's a lie!
Why do I have to do this again?
Because you didn't get the final strike in time.
Oh.
That's enough!
That's fair. You were on it! You were on it!
No, it's... God damn it! That's not what I wanted. Fuck! Alright, I'm hating this.
That's enough! It's a lie! That's enough!
This should prove it.
That was annoying.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
And you just straight up admitted killing her earlier.
Then you killed Sakura!
Calm down, Hina. There's more.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Okay.
Straight up again.
Shut up.
Immediately confessing as soon as Byakuya tells her to.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
With the lightning coming off of her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean... There it is.
Haha, guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that.
That's fair.
And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence,
Oh,
didn't
Jesus.
you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Well,
Alright.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Yeah, except now you can't say I would never hurt anyone ever again. So, that's good. Yeah, keep talking like that, and
Well
Eva's
then,
gonna...
That's that. Let's start the vote.
Whoa, hold on. I thought you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
You are too insistent.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is still up for discussion. Alright. Status body examination summary in yellow powder. Got a lot.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. I mean... There it is.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
That's... yeah.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy.
Oh?
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Sorry, but no.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because... Seriously?
Oh
Why?
my god.
See, there's always two somewhat plausible answers. Well, one of them's correct. Then a somewhat plausible, and then something hilariously wrong.
I got it!
I was very tempted to click on that one,
Even
though.
before we opened the
know.
door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Fair.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
I can...
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... I don't know. Poison?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
If there's one place I might find a clue, it would have to be written in there. Oh, so you're saying it's...
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack...
What is written in the file that you're saying? God. Let me fucking scroll. Okay. That part. I was thinking the yellow powder was the answer, but apparently now...
There's no other that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh, I forgot to click.
No, that's wrong.
I just wanted to be funny and hear the slow voice.
Slow-mo Morgana.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Okay, you just reminded me. You said Hina has the same voice as Morgana?
Yes.
So, at the time of recording this, which is way ahead of when this is going to be uploaded, I've had my birthday recently, and a friend of mine sent me some Persona-themed clothing, including Morgana socks. Yeah. So that's fun.
That is fun.
I think
my
we
God.
can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Are you fucking don't answer that.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Please no. Please no.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Yes, now shut up.
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
That includes you!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
Here we go again.
In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. On the same shelf as all the others. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements. I'm positive. Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
It's fine.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh? Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually full of protein powder, which would mean that, conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Yeah, I figured that out a long time ago. Oh! Another one of these! Okay! Well, gee, I wonder what that says. Where's an R? Thank you. Just waiting for the right letter!
Now I understand.
Protein drive. Move it to the V. Nope.
The
I mean,
poison
yeah.
must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. A protein drink.
I
The
got it!
thing that we just answered with?
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
And who would give Sakura a protein drink? Oh.
What?
Wait. Hello.
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Footprints. They give us the shows who switched them. It has to be. It has to be what we found in the night in front of the shelf. How long will it take to scroll to it, though? There it is. The very
got
bottom.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Really
And given how
irresponsible,
clear
though.
the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Gotcha.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
Gotcha.
I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people who are wearing sneakers here are Makoto and Leon. God, no.
I got it! Me
Darker
and Hina are the
timeline.
only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours?
No!
Okay. Then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
I know, right?
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... The two of them were so close.
And she had just suffered a deadly betrayal.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
He's right.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I would love to know this.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it!
This isn't Ace Attorney. You don't say hold it like that.
How did they say it?
No, I'm saying she doesn't get to say it because this isn't Ace Attorney. Also, you put your finger towards them, generally.
Oh.
You don't have to, I guess. It's more the objection. Anyways.
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
The locked room.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
I mean, we've had two other people that admitted to doing it, and then it turned out, oh wait, no, I guess I didn't do it. A third one at this rate, it's just like, I mean, maybe?
And if I do?
Oh, hi, other dog. What's up?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
I know, it's stupid of them.
It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just... nervous. So... I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Oh, come on.
Yeah. That's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Now who wants to rush the vote with a little sweat drop on your face?
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Alright, that's gonna be footprints probably.
First, I went to section C.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Sure.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
In the chem lab, where were the footprints and what direction were they facing? Those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us.
First, I went to sections. That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay. I moved from section C to...
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Why does everyone want to become the fucking killer for some reason? They're just like, oh yeah, I did it. Oh wait, I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, I did it. Oh wait, I guess I didn't. People! Stop it!
Stop.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Well... You see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Uh-oh, somebody's losing.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Uh-oh.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, dum-dum. What do you got?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us...
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us... Wait, the bottle.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right,
Getting
Hina?
next up with the bottle that actually had poison in it, I was like, wait a minute. But it wouldn't have been next to Phil's drink.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
And everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
And who went from the room to the chem lab?
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
I'm sorry, Genocide Jack says that they didn't move it, and they're pretty confident about that. But they also said that they don't share memories with Toko, and I'm fairly certain Toko is the one in control at the time.
It wasn't.
It wasn't?
Nope.
Alright.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Because she paid attention, and you fucked up. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open. It's because it was on top of the glass.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was
Jesus.
unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room!
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this
Look, that's
proves
right.
it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Oh no!
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
I'll go back to my old predictions.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it, knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already! Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it.
Round 3.
Round 3.
You're a liar! What are you saying?
There's been a lot of this
You're
episode.
wrong! I'm telling you, I did it!
No, you didn't.
Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! I hate you! You're a liar!
There we go. It's like, did I miss a
What
statement?
Are you saying? Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
On her shoes.
Ooh.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
What?
Sakura must have been
How did you know
standing
that?
right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Okay, there we go.
I was like, oh my god.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Start flapping your wings.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
With a smile.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door, because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone.
Ogre!
Ah, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed? I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Oops.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yep.
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
Oh, come on.
You have to end this properly.
Oh, right, this thing.
Yep.
Forgot about this. Okay. Alright. Well, let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, some bottle. Okay, I'm looking for Byakuya with the note here. Well, that's a face.
Oh dear.
And that's the end of him. Okay, hold on. Did I miss anything on this side? No. Okay, there's not a lot, it seems like. Cool. The fuck is this? That's from Hifumi's thing. Ugh. Okay, so... Yeah, they're all getting their notes from Sakura. Toko goes in the room, gets in the locker. She tries to be a dweeb. Act 3, Hiro walks in, eats candy, gets scared, attacks. Which one is going to be his attacking one, though? Is it this? So he's already got it. Because, yeah, this is from that. So, yeah, it's got to be a breaking. Well, no, that's the queen piece. Knight piece. There it is. He writes the name in there. Runs away. Toko's like, the fuck, man? Wasn't me. Oh, it's the upside down max. I thought it was a Hifumi thing. Okay.
I totally get it. I think it's the same character.
Yeah, it looks like he's one of his kind of
Pickles.
characters. Sakura is confused. Toko gets scared. Toko goes for the kill. fucks up. And bounces out of the room. It's like, bye! Sakura's like... See, I want to say this here on my theories as well while I'm doing this. I don't think Sakura, when she wanted to meet with them, and Hiro heard her talk, I don't think she, at that time, intended to kill herself. I think it was only after she saw that nobody really trusted her and that Hiro attacked her and then Toko attacked her, she was like, you know what? Fuck it. I think that's when she decided. Question is, which picture is supposed to go right there? Because there's several of them with the chemical. That's a tiny ass sliver. Alright. Okay, that one's Sakura. There we go. Looks like it's that. And then we have the switch.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Oopsie.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
That running art, that's just great.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
She said, fuck it, and drank the poison.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves.
Wait, hold on,
in an
look up.
attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
Look at what?
What
Coco's hair?
what is freaking Toko doing in the top left? Look at that face.
You know, some of her posts have her hair go in this wild direction. And it's just... What?
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It was funny. I had to call it out. It was funny.
Oh, of course.
And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because I'm not a dick. And I talk to more people than my sycophant.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
And there we go.
Yep.
Another A.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Do we really have to? I mean...
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
That's probably good for us.
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I love how he's going through this spiel when it's like, dude, we already know the answer. Come on.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Da-da-da. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So, that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died, because you all pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why...
You should have been the one to die!
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
What? You don't mean... You're gonna take all of us with you? We have to atone for our sin. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. Excuse me.
What?
For serious? That's...
What is this?
Still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's...
In front of you. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine.
I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt.
Sakura.
Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find someone to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them.
Huh?
You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry. I just want to talk with them.
But...
Talk about... what? Then don't do it. They all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable.
No! That was just a misunderstanding!
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you. And you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you act like that. That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura!
Hina.
What happened to you?
Hina, you came.
Wait right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I...
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you too?
Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. Was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please, open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? Weaknesses. Just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. Weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it.
Hina.
We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. Even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm so sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. Because me and her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad!
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then...
Huh?
You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribble at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it!
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Boom, boom!
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew!
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys.
Shing!
So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey! Hey!
Oh Jesus, what am I going to come up with for that? But you know, haven't you ever been curious with the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good...
I got this.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Sorry, you'll see in a sec why.
My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. For Monica
As
would
you
have my
know,
voice.
I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The masterminds told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel.
So, that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course! Because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's just not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh? Then, Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please, talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died, so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. Wait, what do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
She's absolutely right about that.
Yeah, I figures if anybody back would be like, no, yeah, no, you guys can have your powwow. I still hate you.
Phew.
Lovely Byakuya, you understand it, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Hold on, what?
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of this game. Thanks to them, it would appear others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me.
Byakuya, does this mean...
Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I'll catch on fire.
Everyone, hold on.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death has no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever else student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the Bear times 1 rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yoo-hoo!
So, for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Is it gonna be like Sakura's family? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Alter Ego has no idea.
Mm-hmm.
You...
Oh no!
You sucked, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk!
Phew!
Whew! That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? A volleyball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? Oh, no. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something to the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What? I mean, it kind of seemed like that was an obviously, like, why would you place a laptop where the ultimate programmer is that can apparently fix computers and not expect something to happen? Come on.
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time was made feel 1,000,000,000 times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly! You're super mad! Like just unreasonably upset!
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that...
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript!
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue? And he's giving it to us?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind on and off the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing. Which is... the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Yaha!
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have hit deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So, book club is dismissed for today. See you all next week.
What? What?
What? You can't just stop the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid! Is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve.
Fine. But at least Sakura's note...
Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it.
Huh?
But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, losers. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
Wah-wah?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die.
No, you sat.
I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh, well, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dumb musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard.
Oh.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school? The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? And now we're Suicide Squad.
Oh boy.
I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No. I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that right now.
Yo!
So, the class trial is over, and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
But...
Hina must still feel responsible.
Dial back that ego a bit, girl.
Pot kettle.
The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. Except
Not
that it
possible.
absolutely was. I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
Except
that I almost did.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
Fuck you!
Seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then... I'll try.
That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
What?
No, 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 no!
No. I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master!
Huh? What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball.
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are. Sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting, Master! You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me.
Oh dear God.
Me.
I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Okay.
Oh my god.
And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Do we want to do the... Okay. Do we finish off the nighttime announcement, or do I just cut it here? Because it feels weird to end it with the nighttime announcement about to start, but I don't know if something else is about to happen.
I think we need to cut it here.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cut it here, guys. A lot happened. A lot was discussed. Some secrets became not secrets, and should be some interesting fallout. See you all then. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.